Alright, fellas, the Raikou Legendary Arena has debuted. Raikou, whatever you want to call him. Haikyuu. And honestly, I've been waiting for Raikou for a while just because I like Raikou. Raikou's probably my favorite. No, he's definitely my favorite of the Legendary Beasts. So I'm very sad he's the only one that isn't in the game, but oh well, I'm not going to complain too much. And here's his Legendary Arena, so this should be a little bit fun, right? I've already done all of them, and Raikou is not really that hard. He isn't. We'll look at the battle tips here really quickly, but I'll mostly just summarize it. So obviously, they're all weak to ground. Raikou has side units, like Latios do as well. He's got Ampharos and Electrode. The problem with Ampharos and Electrode is that Ampharos is fine, but it can debuff your speed with Electro Web, and Electrode sucks because it has Explosion, and that does a lot of damage. I really hate it. I hate Electrode. But then Raikou, from the second bar onward, and Ampharos and Raikou possess passive skills that increase the damage of their moves. They have ramming speed and inertia, right? So you want to make sure that you have speed debuffs on them, or you just don't let them land many moves, right? So just keep that in mind. So we're going to be focusing on using, Bulldoze and whatnot. That's actually going to be useful in this battle, right? So that's good. They've got damage reduction shields, but that doesn't matter because crits go through them. And weather effects, rain for the last health bar. Raikou sets it up at the beginning of this last health bar and at the middle of that last health bar. So you want to make sure you're able to change it from rain, otherwise Raikou's going to be doing a lot of damage to you, right? Mostly that's pretty much it. You want to debuff their speed and just try and use AoE moves or whatever. Electrode has Explosion, so I'm going to try to focus on taking that thing down first, but obviously we'll just have to see how it goes. The good thing about this debut Legendary Arena is that obviously we get a bunch of rewards. We get about 1,000 gems for just completing it, but we also have missions for Raikou here as well. So surprisingly, we got the missions, which is great to me anyway. So here we go. We've got 3 Sinnoh characters, right? 3 ground characters, and 3 Elite Four characters. So for another 1,000 gems, if you complete the battles with those on round 3, right? Round 1 and 2, you can pretty much apply the last team I use here, which is this one. If you want to use my free-to-play setup, or semi-free-to-play setup, I mean, then you can just use this team on all 3 battles, and it'll be an easy win. But for the missions, obviously, on the very last battle, this is the team I'm going to be using as my, just diddle around and die team, right? So the sacrifice team. Cynthia, obviously, if you don't have her, you can use up to 9 sync pairs, right, in order to actually get the missions completed. So keep that in mind, right? But I'm going to be using one team because it's easier on me. If you don't have Cynthia or Bertha or whatever, then you can sub in for just other Elite Four, ground, or Sinnoh characters, whatnot. This team here covers all 3 Sinnoh, 2 ground, and 2 Elite Four, and then the team I have over here with Sonia, Acerola, and Clay, it covers ground and it covers Elite Four, right? So we're pretty much covered on every aspect, right? So with just 2 teams you can do that, but you can use a total of 3 teams in order to get the missions complete, right? So maybe you can do Lucian, Flint, and that would be your Sinnoh and Elite Four, and then you could sub in like another random Sinnoh character like Barry or whatnot. Sure, there you go. You got your 3 Sinnoh, 2 Elite Four. Acerola counts as another Elite Four character. And then for ground, you could just do a second team that has 2 random ground units like Hapu or whoever you have, right? Courtney. Courtney, though, I would recommend using against Raikou here. I'm not, because I'm trying to do a semi-free-to-play setup here. I know Cynthia's here, but I'm not using her to actually win. I'm just using her for the missions. You can obviously use 3 teams instead of having, Cynthia, right? But having Cynthia makes it a little bit easier, so that's good. I don't know what I'm going to do here. I think I'll just chill. Ah, crap. I forgot we debut with Sandstorm, but it's fine. It's fine. I guess we could try to attack the Electrode there as much as possible, because I hate that thing. I want that Electrode to die. That Electrode can definitely be a problem later on, so may as well try to defeat it early on if possible. That would be recommended. But I wouldn't recommend trying to buff your stats or anything like that. Maybe crit or whatever, so I'm going to try and do that with Cynthia here. And let's just keep doing this. Okay. There we go, Sand went out, that's fine. I don't want to give Raikou too many buffs here, so I don't want to try and, set up Sandstorm or anything like that. Stealth Rock I think is fine to set up, we should be fine there. I'll go ahead and sync with Flint. May as well, because I just want to get rid of this Electrode. I hate the explosion, because it's just so annoying to deal with. It's so annoying. There we go. Okay, and we should be able to take out the Electrode here with that move. There we go. Okay. So Electrode goes down. If you take out the Electrode with your sacrifice teams or like get them down to lower health, then the battles can definitely go a little bit smoother for you, for sure. Seems we're going to get down to 2 sync buffs here for Raikou, which may end up being a little bit annoying because we're probably going to use a couple potions a little bit early on in the fight, which can be a problem, but probably won't be too bad. Taking out the sides here early on is good, so you can, you know, start using Clay to actually, you know, damage just the middle with his, you know, because, you know, Bulldoze has the split damage from being AoE, so if we can take that out, then we're good, right? I'm just going to sing. This should take out the Ampharos, or damn close anyway. And Santoon there took out the Ampharos, and there we go. Raikou should be able to take out Hippowdon here pretty easily. I went ahead, trapped him, why not? There we go, Swift takes us out. Okay. Raikou's down to 2 attacks, which is a little bit annoying, but we should be able to work through it just fine, hopefully. So there we go, it's back out. We've got the sides taken out, which is huge, right? If you have Bertha or any ground character, you should be able to take out the sides just like I did. Depends how many sync buffs you get, though, because Raikou here has 2, which may end up being a little bit of a problem, right? But it's fine, for now anyway. We've got flinches with Acerola, so we can try to get some flinch hacks in there, and since there's only 1 enemy, we don't have to focus on attacking multiple characters, right? So that's going to be good for sure. And I want to be able to try and get our sync move in before Raikou's actually able to attack us, which does seem to be possible. We did not get the NPR with Sonia. If you are using Sonia like I am, then do get the NPR with her trainer move. You're going to need it. You don't require Sonia's EX. I'm not going to sync with Sonia. I'm just going to sync with Clay. If you do have her EX, then of course you can go for a support EX if you want to, but I feel the damage may be a little bit more valuable myself, but of course, all the way up to you. So let's go ahead and debuff the speed here for Raikou. And there we go. Okay. And now we can go ahead and start using our sync moves. We're just flinching this thing to hell. I love it. If we can actually take out Raikou before it uses any attacks, then that'll be huge for us. There we go. Raikou's not actually buffing. Raikou's not actually hitting us, though, so our speed isn't getting buffed, which is a little bit annoying, but we're fine nonetheless. There we go. Took it down to below half. It's going to use Wild Charge. So our speed is not doing so good. Not right now, anyway. There we go. Okay, so we should be able to take out the Raikou here. The Electric Beam is probably going to hit us for quite a bit of damage, so keep that in mind. So we're going to have to potion up at least someone here. Or not, never mind. Hey, if I don't have to potion, I'm not going to potion. But here we go. This will take down Raikou's first bar, so now its 3 sync buffs are gone, which is great. Its trap is also gone, which is less good, but oh well. That's fine. We also got rid of that discharge, which is great. I'm going to go ahead and potion so we can get some move gauge acceleration in here because we definitely need the gauge. There we go. We got some good gauge in there. That's good about Sonya is that she's able to apply not only speed buffs, but move gauge acceleration as well, which is good because this team is not really the fastest. Okay. Should be able to take out... Is that gone? Is Raikou gone here? If so, then we can actually use Sandstorm. Okay, so once you get down to the last health bar, be sure to use Sandstorm. Just so you can get rid of the rain here, because as you can see, rain's up, and if that discharge hits us, it's going to hurt. It is going to hurt, alright? So let's keep that in mind. There we go. Sand is up now, so we will be taking a little bit of gradual damage every few attacks. We should be able to set up Sand here now. I'm going to set up Sand. Okay. Never mind. Shouldn't have set that. Shouldn't have done that. Oh well, it's fine. Okay, so I should have waited a little bit more in order to set up Sand again, because after this, he's gonna, use a move. Yeah, Thunder. That's gonna hurt if it lands. Does it land? It does not. Even if it does land, if Sonya goes down, we're just fine anyway, because, Clay's using a sync move here. There we go. That's the last bar of Raikou down. Very easy Legendary Arena, in my opinion. It's not hard to get speed debuffs because they clearly have been focusing on adding a lot more speed debuffers, and I think so anyway, because like Neo Champion Hop, Dojo Gloria, Signasit Silver, those are great examples of speed debuffers, right? So speed debuffs are the big thing for, and weather changing at the very end, but you can probably just nuke the last bar if you're smart about it, right? So honestly, Raikou's not too bad. Not a bad fight at all. I'm not going to complain about that. I have a ground type, beast here to showcase ground type characters, so that's good. Or a ground weak beast, I guess. So that's good. I'm happy about that. I was actually able to use Clay here. I'm fairly impressed with Clay's performance. Bulldoze being his only form of DPS does suck, but he has quite a few nodes here, right? So that's good. That's good. But anyway, yeah. So that was the Raikou Legendary Arena. It's not very difficult. The missions were pretty easy to complete. Obviously, you can just get the rewards now for beating its Part 3 as well as getting the mission rewards, which is great. So that's a little over 2,000 gems. That's strike candy coins, some power-ups, some sync orbs, all of that good stuff, right? That you get completely for free for beating these legendary arenas. So that's good, right? You get a bunch of good stuff, so yeah, that's great. I think that's going to end it there, guys. I hope you all enjoyed. Let me know what you think about the Raikou Legendary Arena down in the comments below. I think it's pretty fun. I don't mind an easier Legendary Arena, just because I enjoy having new opponents and, freshen up the battles a little bit. But yeah, anyway, I'll see you all later. Hope you all enjoyed. Good luck on your Raikou battles. Hope you all enjoyed them as well.